it's Jack and Joe, and we're back in the fuzzZone, and we've got a good one for you today.
Yes, we do. Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to talk about a pedal company that's no longer around, but back in the day, they made some really hit pedals, and that is Snarling Dogs.
Wow.
Charlie Stringer Company. Here's just three of the pedals that they made. The Blue Doo Dog, I think the Tweed Dog is the one in the middle, I think, and the other one is the Black Dog.
Yeah. And Jack, when did they come out, these pedals?
They came out, like, I think roughly, like the late 90s, around that time.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Early 2000,
Because I don't remember you using these when we were kids.
No, they weren't around back. They weren't around that far. But we've had them in the studio, and
yeah, I remember we used them a lot.
And we have a few, so we'll get to that in a minute. Actually,
and did they make any modulation effects or?
I don't believe so. I think it's just overdrives like this, and they made a series of wah-wah pedals, which we'll get to also. So let's just put up two of these guys. That's the Very Tone Dog, and this is the Blue Doo Dog. And
go ahead. And we just happen to have both of those pedals here today.
Yeah, we bought these when they came out those years ago.
What is the Very Tone Dog about? What was this one all about?
This guy is it's a tone selector box. So you can sweep through, you could bypass, or you can sweep through a series of 5 different tones. It's a tone selector. Kind of like, we have a B.B. King Lucille Gibson, and it has the variable tone.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, only with this one, what they actually have is a makeup gain, which is this guy over here. Because as you're sweeping through, you lose volume and
depending on what frequencies you and if
selected.
They were dominant from the guitar.
So this you can boost back up on here. So that's a really cool feature.
I also see there's a switch there. It says snarl and bite at the top. What's that?
Yeah, it's like a tone selector in itself. The snarl has it introduces like a little distortion. The snarl is a little less aggressive. It's a little smoother, a little bluesier. Then when you get to the bite, you get into really a harder clipping, and it puts a little bit more of an edge, to the sound. And they have that on all their pedals.
I'm noticing something else too. Well, first of all, just power real quick. It's standard 9-volt, right?
Yeah.
And they also back in the day they also had the battery door, so you can run it on a 9-volt battery.
And this is really cool. Before we get into it, these screws too, you can, if you had a dime, you could undo it with a dime.
Right.
So you didn't need a screwdriver.
And then there's also that menu there on the back. What's that?
Yeah,
what's that about?
it just gives you a series of variable settings, like that you can use on your suggested settings.
Okay.
If you want, blues, jazz, rock, whatever, and which one to sweep through.
So it gets you in the ballpark of whatever
pretty
style
much.
You were. That's cool.
Pretty much.
And now what about this other guy over here?
This guy, the Blue Doo Dog. This is a really cool pedal. This is a Blues Overdrive. Basic controls, like on a Tube Screamer or on a Boss Overdrive or like our Rumble Seat. Same thing. You have a volume and gain control, and then you have the distortion overdrive, how much you want. It has a tone selector that's similar to, again, like a Boss Overdrive pedal or like on a Rumble Seat pedal. But you could bypass this guy. You could bypass the tone selector with this switch.
So the bypass is there.
Yeah, so you can kick the tone circuit totally out and just use it. We've used this a lot. This is a really good sounding pedal.
Yeah.
It really is a good sounding pedal. In fact, we should look into picking up some of the other ones. You made a series of fuzz pedals too that were really cool.
Actually, we're working with a band called Blue Race this weekend, and
we might use
Blue. We'll try it. Roger did need an overdrive sound in one of the solos.
Yeah, so maybe we can check it out.
So let's try that. Yeah,
we can check it out. Put that down. So we mentioned that they
also have other pedals, wah pedals, right?
Yeah, we mentioned that just a little bit before. So let's take a look at two of the most popular ones. The red one is the Whine-o Wah. And the Super Bowel Whine-o Wah, and the yellow one I believe is called a Mold
Spore.
Spore.
Great names. He was a.
Yeah, it was crazy. I just look
guy.
at it, then the dog's eyes light up. But they're and I think they glow in the dark too. It's really cool stuff.
Absolutely. Let's go. So what is the main difference between the yellow one and the red one?
I think they're identical, except the The Mold Spore one has a ring modulator
So that's what
built
like
into it that you can
kinda
switch
makes
in
it
and
sound
out.
more like synth. Sounds like
Yeah,
a robotic.
robotic synth sounds
sound
and
type
stuff. I
stuff.
mean, you can arguably hook one up to the Whine-o Wah, which is the red one, but the Mold Spore has it built in, and that's the most expensive one on the market.
Really?
That's selling for over $400.
Oh, I'm surprised at that.
When they're clean, yeah, and the red one's about half the price of that. But the red one, really, we'll get to that in a little bit. But they really sound fantastic. It's real, and there's variable selective switching, so you can get different wah sounds out of it too. They also made one which is really interesting, called the
Erroneous Moan.
Erroneous
Wah.
Moan, which we've never had. Oh, actually, I stand corrected. There was an artist that we had here a long time ago, like in the mid 2000s, 2005, 2006.
And he had them all, right?
He collected these. He loved them, and he had all the wahs, and he had this one too. And what this does is, Chris. And what this does is, it does reverse tape echo and mixes it in with the wah. Believe it or not, as cool as that sounds, this particular one doesn't fetch as high a price as the other ones.
It seems like it's a very specific kind of thing. So unless you're really looking for it, where I think the Whine-o Wah is just more general wah use, and you get more mileage out of it, I would think.
Yeah. This I guess is more of a specialty, but he made really interesting stuff. And let's take a closer look at here's the front end of the Whine-o. And we always like to talk about famous guitarists and artists who use the pedals that we're talking about in the show.
I recognize this one, and it's Jeff Beck.
Yeah, you can't get more of an inspiration than this guy right
fine
here.
Player, amazing.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Yep.
I mean, he's just influenced so many people, myself included. And he used the Whine-o Wah on stage like around 2010, I think, up to about 2015. It was part of his pedal board. And I think he took it on tour with Brian Wilson, too. Really, really interesting. Really interesting. So actually...
Do we have a clip? We have a clip of this, right?
Yeah, we have a clip. We'll put the link below for the full clip. It's quite long, so,
It's too long for the show.
Yeah.
Right. But we wanted you to hear what this wah can do, so...
So let's check it out. Hold on a sec. Okay, so obviously here he has the wah froze.
Right, I was going to say it doesn't look like he's using it, but he is, because he's actually has it set.
He has it froze. Yeah,
and whatever tone he wanted, that's the tone he got. And
that's what he's getting right at the moment. In a minute, he's going to get in and start, using the pedal more. But he has it really. I don't know which selector it has, because it could do different wah sounds.
Right.
But that's that's really hip. So let's listen to the rest of this.
Yeah, that's the sound, man. That's a great tone.
Very
cool.
Great
tone.
Very cool.
Awesome. Yeah.
So it's
you definitely check out the rest of that. It's a really good.
Yeah, click on the link below, and you'll definitely
cool.
Check out the rest. It is really cool. So let's just duck Jeff for a minute, and so this video that we're doing today of the show is going to be in 2 installments. We have another one coming up, because we're going to get into the Whine-o Wah even more, and we're going to get into Jeff Beck's
actual pedal board
that it was on, and all the other pedals that are on that board.
Jack has been busy at work.
Yes, I have.
Wiring it all up. It's really cool.
And
Ways to see
well,
it.
we're
It's great.
going to we have a surprise for you. So you're going to want to definitely stay tuned to the next show. So we definitely did some investigation, and we're going to do something really special in the next show. So definitely come back, join us for the next installment, part 2 of this video, and we'll see you then.
Thanks a lot for joining us. Yep, we'll see you soon. Live long and prosper.
It's easier for me to do that. Peace. We're out.